Hello, everybody. My name is Kaza. Nice to meet you. This is my daily challenge, speaking English for 30 minutes straight using total set questions. No script, just spontaneous answers, just like the real exam. Let's get started. I had my hair cut. I had my hair cut. Yes, yesterday. Yeah, I made it shorter. I cut my hair. I cut my hair short. I got a haircut. I cut it short. I had my hair cut short. I cut it short. I had my hair cut. I made it shorter. I cut it short. I had my hair cut. I cut it short. I cut it short. Today is day 114. I had my hair cut yesterday and I cut it short. I cut it short. I had my hair cut and I cut it short. Picked my nose. How are you? How are you? How's it going? How's it going? So, and this morning I cleaned my sleeping things like my bed and the pillows and blanket. Bedding, bedclothes, bedding. I cleaned the bedding. I washed the bedding. I washed the bedding. I washed the bedding in this morning. So I saw I saw some bed bags. They are really disgusting, and interrupt they interrupt my sleep. They are really disgusting, and it's difficult to get rid of them completely. So it took a long time. For me, it took long time to clean my room. It took a long time to clean my room. It took me a long time. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to clean my room because I had to clean I had to clean every corner of my room. So it took a long time. So I had to clean every corner of my room. So it took a long time. Because if you miss somewhere, maybe uh, maybe it is the nest of bedbugs, and even if you clean your room, bedbugs will uh, flourish again. Thoroughly. If you don't clean your room thoroughly, bedbugs will breed again. If I don't clean my room thoroughly, thoroughly, bedbugs will breed again. Breed. Breed multiplies, reproduce. Reproduce. Breed. Reproduce again. Okay. From the beginning. In this morning, I cleaned my beddings. I washed the beddings. I cleaned the beddings. In this morning, I cleaned the beddings because I saw some bed bags recently, and after I washed the bedding, I also cleaned my room, every corner of my room. So it took a long time, like 3 hours. Because if I don't clean my room thoroughly, bedbugs will reproduce again. They are really formidable, right? Formidable. Yeah, they are really formidable. You have to you have to be careful if you see bedbugs in around your bed. But today I actually every week I washed every week I wash the beddings because of bedbugs. So I wish this time uh, I terminated them eventually. I wish, I wish, I wish I terminated them finally. I believe I get rid of eliminate かな I hope I completely got rid of them this time. Eliminated them this time. I hope I completely got rid of them this time. I hope I completely got rid of this time. Okay, from the beginning. In this morning, I washed the beddings. I washed the bedding and cleaned every corner of my room because of bed bags. Recently, I saw some bed bags around my bed, and I had some. I had some trouble falling asleep recently. So actually, I had washed beddings each week and cleaned my room every week. Wait a minute. I had been. Wait a minute. Am I sure? I did gonna. I washed gonna. I cleaned the bedding and my room every week. since I saw bed bags. I have cleaned the bedding, and I have cleaned the bedding in my room every week since I saw bed bags. Uh, okay, I have cleaned the beddings. Sorry, I have cleaned the bedding and my room every week since I saw bed bags. But they are not enough because I couldn't eliminate them completely. But this time, I cleaned uh, every corner of my room. So I hope I completely got rid of them this time. Yeah, because bed bags are really formidable. So if you don't clean your room thoroughly, bed bags will uh, breed again or reproduce again. So you have to be careful. Okay, from the beginning. In this morning, I cleaned the beddings and my room. Sorry. In this morning, I cleaned the beddings and every corner of my room, and it took me a long time, like 3 hours, because of bed bags. Uh, Recently, I have seen some bed bags, and so I thought I had to deal with them. And since I saw bed bags, I have cleaned the beddings in my room every week since I saw bed bags. But they are not enough, especially when I clean when I clean my room. When I clean my room, when I cleaned my room, because I couldn't clean my room completely, like every corner. So this time, I cleaned every corner of my room. So I hope this time I completely eliminated them. So because bed bags are really formidable. If you don't clean your room thoroughly, you have to uh, bed bags will reproduce again. Bed bags will breed again. So you have to clean your room thoroughly. Th- thorough, thorough. Cleaning is not thorough. Cleaning was sloppy. The cleaning was sloppy, if the cleaning was sloppy. It's not thorough, thorough, 네, thorough 네. I'll let the Google Translate pronounce thorough. I think thorough is a right pronunciation. Thorough, 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 yeah. You have to clean your room thoroughly. If you see bed bags, like every corner of your room, literally every corner of your room. Okay, so review time. Yes, is this the right way to use it? So I used the quotation mark sign like this, but I didn't know this is the right way or not. But you know, I couldn't say that, so I looked it up. So is this the right way? Is this the right way to use it? Or am I using this correctly? Am I using this correctly? I don't think I don't think I'm good at using this. Actually, I don't clearly understand how to use this. It's alright, but yeah, maybe sometime I will ask someone, a native speaker. Okay, next, significant. I wanted to know. I wanted to know another way to say. I wanted to know another way to say important, or I wanted to know a different way of saying important. So significant or crucial are other choices. So the yesterday's question was maybe 2 days ago. The question 2 days ago was, will humans become too dependent on technology? Will humans become too dependent on technology? That was a question. So you know, when yesterday's review time, you know, so I wanted to say something new, and this sentence came up. Not everything should be taken for granted. So I wanted to use take it for granted. So, you know, the passive sentence. So if you got used to urban life, you can become no longer appreciate everything. You can no longer appreciate your life. Yeah, you can no longer appreciate your life. But you shouldn't think like, maybe you should think like, not everything should be taken for granted. So I tend to take my family for granted, but they shouldn't be taken for granted. And if you can no longer appreciate your life, you should distance yourself from your usual life. It means you should change your life, change the way you live. We should distance ourselves from usual lives. Once you can. Once you can. Once you can walk, you should try to run. So don't try to pronounce like a native speaker first in the beginning, because if you can pronounce English slowly, then you should try to pronounce like a native speaker. So once you can walk, then you should try to run, or you should, yeah. So like that. If you become unable to appreciate your life, you should change the way you live. If you become unable to do things you always can do, maybe you need take a break, you need take a rest, you can no longer appreciate your life, you should distance yourself from it. If you can no longer appreciate your life, you should distance yourself. You should distance yourself from your usual life. It means you should change the way you live. How blessed you are. We tend to forget how blessed we are. There are lots of people around us, and they always, we help each other to live, but we tend to forget that fact and how blessed we are. And as time passes, we stop appreciating the things around us. As time passes, we stop appreciating the things around us. Maybe the score will go up. Yeah. Yesterday, that was yesterday. Yes, Saturday. Yesterday, I took another TOEFL test, and the preliminary scores of listening and reading were 22 and 22. They're both 22. So preliminary score. I didn't know how to say preliminary score, the provisional score. So now you can know your preliminary score of only listening and reading after you've finished the TOEFL test. And the scores, my scores were 22, both 22, in reading and listening. Thank you so much. Today was really good. Good speaking challenge. Thank you.